Hi, I'm Bo with Karcher. I'm here today to talk to you about basic vacuum maintenance. In today's video, we're going to look at three subjects. First, we're going to talk about how to make sure your vacuum's ready for operation. Then we'll talk about what if something occurs during the operation that you need to maintain. And finally, we'll talk about normal ongoing maintenance of the vacuum. First, let's talk about how to make sure your vacuum's ready for operation. There are four things you should check to make sure your vacuum's ready to go. The first is check the cord. Make sure that there are no cuts and that the housing of the cord is intact. Make sure that the ground plug is in place. If the ground plug is not intact, this is an OSHA violation. The ground plug should be replaced. Make sure that the vacuum bag is not full. Finally, check the brush roll. Having a brush roll that's clean and free of debris helps you pick up efficiently and effectively. When you're operating your vacuum, there are two basic maintenance issues that could occur. The first is you may get an indication that the vacuum bag is full. What this really means is that there's a reduction in airflow somewhere in the machine. It doesn't necessarily mean that the vacuum bag is full. If the bag full indicator comes on, the first thing to do is to check the vacuum bag to make sure that it's not full and in need of changing. If your vacuum bag is not full, the next thing to check is your microfilter. It may be that your microfilter just needs vacuumed off and cleaned, and that's the source of the reduced airflow. If it's not either your vacuum bag or your microfilter, next thing to check is the hose. Remove the hose, you can look through it. If you find a clog, it can be removed by simply running the hose over a broom handle. The final area to check for reduction in airflow is in the neck of the vacuum. This is where the air comes up from the brush roll and makes a bend into the body. It's a place where you commonly find things getting lodged. To check, remove the body from the base, tilt down, and you can look right into the neck. If there is debris there, it can be removed through a flap on the bottom. So the points you'll want to check if you get a bag full indicator are the vacuum bag itself, the filters, the hose, and the neck of the vacuum. If you don't find a clog there, next thing to check is the brush roll. If something clogs the brush roll, the first thing to do is shut the vacuum down if it hasn't already shut off, remove the clog, and restart the vacuum. The final subject is routine maintenance on your vacuum. Vacuum bags should be changed out every 7 to 14 days, depending on use. It's important that your vacuum functions properly. This is not only important for the life of the vacuum, but it's important as it contributes to indoor air quality. Remember, every 7 to 14 days, you should replace your vacuum bag. It is important to use OEM bags from Karcher. These bags are tested with the machine, and the machine is designed to work with them at optimal efficiency. If you're not using OEM parts, it can contribute to problems with the machine and poor indoor air quality. When you change your vacuum bags, there's a few things you should do. First, check all your filters. Your exhaust filter in particular filters exhaust off of the brush motors. So that should be cleaned out with an all-purpose cleaner and rinsed with warm water. It can be blotted dry with a towel and put back into the vacuum once it's completely dry. Make sure that your cord is in good shape. Make sure that your brush roll is clean. And check to make sure your brush roll is in good condition. You can do this by simply taking any kind of a card, key card, driver's license, and running it across the faceplate of the vacuum. As long as it contacts the brushes, your brush roll is in good shape. If it doesn't touch the brushes, it's time to get a new brush. So there you have it. You now know everything you need to know to maintain your vacuum. Remember, a clean machine is a happy machine.